The new Netflix docudrama Queen Cleopatra has sparked some uproar, but let's see if this new series is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. The new Netflix series Queen Cleopatra is 4 episodes and has really sparked some uproar and some backlash for its casting. The new Netflix series, Adele James, who is of mixed heritage, plays the 1st century Egyptian ruler as a queen with African roots. Many Egyptian academics believe that Queen Cleopatra belonged to a Greek-speaking dynasty, and she was of European descent, which comes with that backlash for the casting for this series. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to focus on the series as a whole, which I really didn't care much for. I understand what the series is trying to do. Have a lot of experts on Queen Cleopatra sharing their knowledge of the queen, and then having a docudrama in here with having people act out moments of Queen Cleopatra's life. On one hand, the experts are sharing all this information about Queen Cleopatra, but then also I feel like the purpose is also trying to tell us why she had African roots and was not of European descent. There's moments in here several times throughout the series, like many times the episodes are trying to persuade us that she had African roots rather than being of European descent. So I feel like its purpose is a little bit off at times. I really was interested in all of the information about Queen Cleopatra. There's a lot of things I did learn in here, and every expert in here is well spoken and shares information very confidently, and you can feel that they have this drive and determination to share all this information about Queen Cleopatra, and I liked all of that, and I feel like I did learn a lot. And going into a lot of these documentaries, sometimes I pick these documentaries that I don't know anything about, and I've always come out with learning something, and that's what I got with Queen Cleopatra, is a lot of new information, and I learned something. So I'll take that. But what this series fails to do is have any gripping action and anything to really latch onto when it comes to the actors and actresses acting out as Caesar or Queen Cleopatra or her children as well. Because a lot of the times those moments are brief. You'll go from an expert about Queen Cleopatra sharing all this information, and then you have Adele James and others acting everything out without any talking. So you just see everybody kind of acting out what the experts are talking about. Then they'll cut, and they'll have them start talking, and we'll have like this drama. But it's for like a minute or less. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. It's not lengthy at all, and I feel like the director and everybody involved with the show wanted us to be invested in those moments, but they are so brief that you can't understand people's acting style or the effort going into the costume designs or watching the performances. You just can't latch on to anything because of how brief it is. Because you do have a lot of the people sharing the information, and it takes up a bulk of the series. Now, I understand it's a documentary series, but also you have this drama that goes throughout it, focusing on Queen Cleopatra, her relationship with her family, and Caesar as well, and her rising and all of that. And I just don't feel the intensity or any like powerful moments coming from the actors and actresses involved. One, because of how brief it is, and two, they're not really given that chance to showcase their abilities at all. And so I'm torn with this series, because on one hand, I like learning about Queen Cleopatra and seeing some of the moments play out as we are learning that. We're just not focused on these experts sharing the information and focused on them. You know, you'll get them. We get to meet them throughout the series. They're talking to us and everything, but then you have everybody kind of acting out these scenes. But once you get into them starting to talk, and you feel like you're going to have like you have to focus on like you have to focus on the story that's developing. it's just so brief that you can't connect to anything. And so I'd rather at times just listen to them speak and have those moments acted out. And you see them not talk, they're not talking at all. They're just kind of doing their thing. But then once you get everybody start talking and you feel like you're just focused on them acting, that is where it kind of just falls apart. I can't tell if the performances are bad or anything or amazing at all because of just how quickly they run through everything. And the purpose of the series, like I said, on one hand, the purpose is to share this information about Queen Cleopatra, and I like that all. And there was this hidden message of trying to persuade us that she had African roots, and a lot of people believe that she was of European descent, and it has a lot of backlash. Egypt is in uproar about it all, and so the series kind of has this hidden agenda behind it all, and wants to deliver all this important information, which does work. But if you want to be all about her roots and all of that, solely focus on that rather than just kind of blending everything together and feel like you got this hidden agenda throughout. But nonetheless, Queen Cleopatra, 4 episodes. It's easy to get through, and I did like learning about her and the way that they were able to kind of play everything out throughout the series. But when you get into the acting part of it and everybody's having these conversations and back and forth, you just don't feel the intensity between Queen Cleopatra and Caesar. You just don't feel those emotional moments when she left her children, anything like that. There's no impact to it. There's no emotion behind it because of how brief it is and how quickly they're just kind of running through everything. So if you want to learn more about Queen Cleopatra, I recommend checking it out, but don't be going into the series expecting lengthy moments of everybody acting out Queen Cleopatra and Caesar and everybody involved in the series, because it's all just very brief and it doesn't feel of significance. So before I give you my score for Queen Cleopatra on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Queen Cleopatra a C+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for the new docudrama Queen Cleopatra. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.